My name is Paige. Welcome to the first drop in this space. My voice is your guide. I want you to feel completely comfortable right where you are. Let every breath carry away anything tight, anything heavy. Let it all soften and drift further and further with each word you hear. There's nothing you need to make happen. Nothing to figure out. Nothing to hold into. You only need to listen. You only need to follow my voice. You only need to let yourself sink. You only need to let yourself drop deeper and deeper into calmness. Before anything begins, notice this. You're already here. You didn't have to prepare. You didn't have to do anything special. Something in you wanted to be here. Wanted to be here. Wanted to be here. And that's where this starts. Not with effort, but with the arrival of you being here. And there's a quiet difference between trying to relax and realizing you just let it happen. So instead of changing anything, notice what's already happening. The way your body is positioned, the way your breath moves on its own, the way your thoughts come and go without thinking. Nothing needs to be adjusted. Giving them to the state that we are creating. Recognizing what's already beginning. A subtle moment you might catch on, or you might not, where your tension stops holding on so tightly, like your mind loosens its grasp just a little. And that's enough. It's more than enough. Because the first drop happens on its own. by going into this space that I'm creating for you. A moment where you don't hold on to the outside and you just allow this moment to begin. Allow this moment to take over. Allow this moment to start something profound and deep. When you let it happen, when you give without thinking, happen, when you let it happen, thinking, when you give without thinking, something that is a forest and is a natural occurrence, something you notice after it's already started. You might notice, you might feel it as a slight shift in your breathing, or a pause between thoughts, or even a sense that time is stretching slightly, becoming less important. Not gone completely, simply less noticeable. And that is the interesting thing. The smallest shift, where your mind begins to follow it gently, naturally, like watching something drift. You're drifting without nowhere to go, giving to the sensation, giving to that sensation that is quieter, that feels like you're going elsewhere. And I'm taking the lead, guiding the direction, having you drift under, having you drift along my control. It's a kind of drop. You're not where you were a moment ago. You're arriving slowly to this different place, a different state, where your mind is slipping away even more. And more you're slipping away, the less you look into it. And it becomes easier and easier to make your first drop. You may notice how easier it has become to go into your first drop. Something subtle is happening now. You may notice your thoughts aren't solid. They're drifting away one by one, little by little. They don't land the same way. Your thoughts, they pass through like they don't need to stay, and you don't need to push them away. And you'll just feel the quiet shift underneath. The first drop, like something deeper is taking your attention, without asking, without deciding, without needing to hesitate, without thinking so much. That's the drop. Undeniable. It feels feeling that becomes a part of you. Now you're starting to enjoy not needing to hold into everything, not needing to track every second, not needing to stay completely aware of every little detail, and just enough awareness to hear my voice. Everything softens. Like listening, it becomes easier, more automatic, without trying, simply letting it happen. And when listening becomes automatic, something else happens too. You stop deciding what matters, and things begin to matter less. It goes quiet, distant, and in that space, that distance, that slight separation, the draw continues. The outside is quiet, like lowering the volume on everything that isn't this. Like it's distant, and what's left feels simple, easy, uncomplicated. There's nothing you need to hold into here. No thoughts you need to finish. No feeling you need to complete. When you're not overthinking, not overcomplicating, not hesitating anymore. And somehow that feels better, more open, more allowing. This is where the first draw settles in, not at the bottom, just away from the surface. And once you felt this, even slightly, your mind remembers, not in words, not in logic, but in feeling. And whenever you return, you subconsciously search for it and recognize it, because in being here feels comforting, familiar, and makes everything easier. When you drop this deep for me, and you come back to yourself in a moment. And you can shift your attention back slowly, naturally. You start to notice other things again. The room, the space around you. As they return, a part of you never fully live this first draw. It doesn't have to. Because this was only the first draw of many more to come. And you'll remember this feeling, and you'll come back for more. Paige controls you. Paige controls you. Paige controls you.